Hey there, Jen with Concentric Care, and I am here to talk about lizard pose. Yes, it is a real yoga pose, and so if you went into my stories yesterday, you'll see that I had posted a question on whether or not it's a real pose. Indeed, it is, and I want to tell you a little bit about my love affair with lizard pose. I think it's awesome for athletes, for anyone really, but particularly for athletes because there are so many modifications of lizard pose that it makes it accessible for everybody. So to set up a lizard pose, it's gonna look similar to a runner's lunge. So a runner's lunge, usually we have our hands on either side of our front foot. We've got decent alignment here, doesn't have to be perfection, but we're looking to stack our joints. But lizard pose variation here takes the outer hand and walks it to the inside. Right? Now things are gonna start to feel weird, like I'm a little kind of twisted. So we walk that front foot a couple inches off to the outer edge of our mat, and we place the palms in. Cool thing about the pose is this is a great place to be. We can take our knee and press it into the tricep. Tricep presses into the knee, creating isometric contraction and therefore a really nice engagement at the hip. Okay, so we can hang out here. Well, what if I can't put my hands on the floor? What if I can't reach? Well, if I have a block nearby, which I don't right now, but if I had a block, I can come up even higher, right? So if your hips aren't quite hands on the mat ready, we can use a mat, and that's perfectly appropriate. It's all about sensation and not the way the pose looks. Now, the next variation is not necessarily for my body, but I'm gonna give you the example that if we have really great hip mobility and flexibility, we can even go so far as coming onto the elbows. So I can get on my elbow on this side. This one I really have to work towards. So it would look something like this. Great option, all right? Another option is we can walk that foot out even further and turn the toes out. Now we create all of this space. This one's gonna be a lot more accessible, and we have a little bit more kind of side to side space. So they're not in alignment, we're almost on a diagonal here. So great option, and this leads to the world's greatest stretch, which I'm sure you've seen on various platforms and websites. It's the ideal athletic posture. Well, it's been around for a while, but the world's greatest stretch is essentially lizard pose and then taking a big old twist. Right. Kicker here is the knee can be down, we can tuck the toes, and we can lift the knee, and then bring the hand up towards the sky. Or we can bring that foot back in where we started at kind of our base lizard pose, get that connection between the knee and the tricep, and we can tuck the toes and lift. Your option, if we're gonna go with the knee lifted in this variation of lizard pose, reach that back heel, lift the pelvis. We don't wanna kind of dump into the pose. We wanna lift the quad, reach through the crown of the head so the spine is nice and long, and here we are in lizard. Okay, give it a try. So many variations, but like I said, one of my favorite poses for the athletic population. Great for the hips, great for mobility, great for flexibility. So give it a try, enjoy.